Hello, welcome to Somerset News Network. Oh, aren't the Labour Party got a few problems? We've got Miss Gray on 170,000 as being, what is she, Chief of Staff or something in number 10? She used to work for Boris, but she's a Labour supporter. Was she supplying the Labour Party with information against the Tories? Highly possible, but I can't say she was. Mr. Starmer is in trouble. £100,000 on freebies. He doesn't think that he can go to football anymore because he might have to pay for the tickets. What a shame. Why didn't he do what the rest of us and buy a ticket? It also included clothes. How can you have thousands of pounds worth of clothes? You know, yeah, I know he's got to look smart and he's got to have suits. But normally that comes out of your wages. At work, when I'm at work, my overalls are tax allowable. So if MPs are buying suits for work and say it's their work clothes, at least it's going to be tax allowable for him. So why isn't he paying for it? He's on good money as well. Not quite as much as Miss Gray, but he's on a lot of money, over £100,000. 120,000, 140,000, something like that. Rumour has it that Lego are going to put out a new figure of the Prime Minister, Starmer. And it comes with lots of freebies. I like that one. I saw that on Facebook. Oh, that's a good one. How can a guy who's allegedly reasonably educated, he was the director of the Crown Prosecution Service, how can he fall from grace so quickly? How many weeks? 11 weeks, something like that? And every day there's another scandal, another something to get your teeth into. If Starmer's up to it, what are the rest of them up to? You know, they came to power because of the alleged corruption and mismanagement of the Tories. Well, it's like pot calling the kettle black. Methinks. You know, we can't as a country go on like this. We need a good government. We need people we can trust. And I'm afraid the front bench of the Labour Party are an absolute shower. Bunch of cowboys, clowns, whatever you want to use. I'd use Anglo-Saxon words, but YouTube wouldn't let me do it. It would be beat, 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 beat all the way through. But the problem is, they've got such a big majority, the Labour Party. How are you going to get rid of them? They're in for 4 years, 5 years maybe. I think what's going to happen, I think there's going to be a civil war within the Labour Party. And I think Starmer is going to be forced out. And that'll trigger an election. And they'll try and make sure that everything looks rosy in the garden again. But it'll be the same old thing. Just a different face. You know, the Tories did it and got a different face. But you should look at it. There's not a lot between the Tory party and the Labour Party. In the election, I said you couldn't get a fat packet between them. You know. And it's us, the people, that suffer. You know, pensioners are going to lose their winter fuel allowance. It's only £200. Oh, there's a big black hole and we've got to retrieve money. And they blame the Conservatives for it. But remember, when the Conservatives came to power, the Labour Party minister wrote on a piece of paper, the money's all gone. So we never had the money then. I don't trust any of them. And you expect MPs to be able to run a country, but they ain't doing a very good job. And I'm just wondering how bad it's going to get. What's going to be next? I've got a small ISA, and I'm allowed to take out £20,000 a year tax-free. Well, I don't take out 20,000. I normally take out about 1,000 a year, just to sort of spending money. That's my pocket money. I buy fishing rods and cartridges to go shooting. You know, and it's there. But now this year, I've done my accounts for this year, and I'm up to date, but I can only have £1,000 tax-free. That's all I was taking out anyway, so I'm okay this year. But next year, it's only going to be £500. That's from April next year to 26. You know, and Labour think they're doing us a favour. Ha! We are in trouble. Single persons council tax, 25% rebate. It's going to go. A lot of the people who are single or in homes on their own are widows and widowers. Or maybe a few have been divorced. You know, they're just having a go at the ordinary guy. You know, the Labour Party are bringing policies in that are going to affect the lower earners. Now, people on Social Security aren't going to be affected because they only get Social Security. It's the people like me who have got a job and are working and are just on the threshold of paying tax or not paying tax. Over the last 20 years, I've paid tax one year and none the next, and then I pay tax the next year because my income goes up and down. And the allowance that you get kept going up. And I was just over the allowance, so I had to pay tax. So I paid a little tax, didn't pay tax, and it went. Now what's going to happen? You know, how can I take money out of my ISA that I've earned on the shares? It's only a small amount. It's not a lot of money. But I can't get tax-free now. That's going to go in 2 or 3 years' time. I know. And because I've got shares, and I've saved up over the years, I can't claim pension credit. I wouldn't qualify for it. So I'm going to lose the £200 as well. And gas is going up. Electric's going up. So the spare money I had to go fishing and shooting, I'm going to have to say, well, have I got enough money? And it's the same as people who play other sports, play football or golf. The people that are on the sort of edge, you know, they've got to have a small income, they may have a small pension, they are going to be affected because the money coming in is going to be dropped and the prices they got to pay are going to go up. So I'm afraid, as we say in the gun trade, Starmer and his cronies have intercoursed the economy. I would have said another word, begins with F, but they won't let me. Anyway, this is Ian, Somerset News Network. And if you've got any ideas how we can sort the Labour Party out so they can be honest politicians, let me know down below. Anyway, bye for now.